chair. Yeah, well, sometimes they would have like these, like, I don't even know how to describe it, almost like a lazy boy kind of chair.
It's an armchair.
Yeah, it's like an armchair. And you're like, how do you play Dota on this? Like, half of them got the keyboard on their lap, some of them are sitting sideways with the keyboard and their mouse on it. I'm like, y'all, you guys are wild.
I know a bunch of people who used to bring their own pillow to LAN cafes. For that reason, yeah. you bring your own pillow. A couple of girls we used to play with used to bring blankets and stuff because every LAN cafe is, you know, freezing cold. They've got the AC at like 16 degrees or something Celsius.
Scent control at that point, you know. Well, a lot of gaming going on. We all know what happens there. It gets a bit rough in the room, you know. Yeah,
especially like a lot of LAN cafes have a little, I don't know, cafe or something, or at least somewhere to buy, you know, like instant ramen. You've got people boiling ramen, and all the stink from that comes out as well.
Just gaming, you know. Everyone's just trying to get their game on here. Is the lanes looks like things are just where you'd expect. Funny, Mira, I feel like was one of the players who first really made Snapfire look super broken and flexed off to the point of just like, wow, this is like an incredible support hero. When you make the most of the cookies, it's just ridiculous. And then I feel like for a while he wasn't really playing her that much. It wasn't like all kinds of Mira Snapfire all over the place, but every time that it comes back out, I still think back like TI-10.
Yeah, I think he's one of the players that was most upset about the shard change because he was so good with that scatterblast stun, buying blink reasonably early on, just jumping and catching people. Collapse, not too happy with the trade with FNG, trying to drag the wave. Oh no, he doesn't succeed either. The creeps are just like, oh yeah, you've disappeared into fog for half a second, we've forgotten where you've gone.
That was a really nice battery cell from FNG. I mean, we thought of this a lot lately with these Clockwerks, but how important it is at level 1 to ensure that you're getting the most value, and that was like one of the best battery cells you're ever going to see. Dodges the scatter blast. Yeah, get in their face, FNG.
Outmaneuvering them at every turn. In that mid lane, you mentioned Tiny the counter to Puck.
Yeah, I mean, you just have way more right-click damage. You kind of have like your guaranteed last hits with the tree grab. So you're just chilling, and up top here you can see we have the Centaur Mirana. Nice arrow. I mean, you can argue if that was intentional. I think he's just throwing it like, hey, I'm either going to hit Yacht or I'm getting the range creep. So that's a win-win situation right there.
Yeah, it's like
as long as they eventually get it.
A nice block from AM.
Yeah. Bit of a both ways situation.
How much damage is it? Max 180, minimum 60. Yeah, it's probably worth it for the AM just to tank, you know, like 90 damage there or something, just to make sure range creep isn't completely secured.
Yeah. But then she just does that again because, you know, she turns out she doesn't actually run out of them that easily.
Infinite arrows. Quiver's full. And it's not just the Clockwerk, it's Clock plus Treants that are incredibly annoying in this bottom lane. Mirror and Collapse definitely having a few difficulties finding their position and angle of attack. And the wave continually pressuring in towards VP's tower, so a little difficult here to catch the Nature's Prophet. He just sits bodyguarded by several units in front of him. Kirita is going for early boots.
Yeah, I think that's because of the Primal Beast. Just because I think like this is a pretty good matchup, I would say usually. The Clockwerk's helping a ton to reduce the impact of Collapse, but overall, like, you don't get any safety from like Sprout, like cute little Sprout plays or whatever. He just tramples on all the units between his Q and his W, so there is some ability to like pick up Treants. And if he decides to kill you, like if they have the strike, he could just do it. You cannot do anything as Nature's Prophet once he starts on you. So I think the boost is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher the rest of his build on Good Cookie. Gets Collapse out or dodge. Yeah, trying to decipher the rest of Kirita's build queued up already. So Tread, Magic Wand, Hand of Midas, then there's a double Mithril Hammer there and he has a Blightstone in his inventory. And I'm wondering if he's thinking about Deso?
It could be good this game.
It's the AM, right?
Yeah, versus the AM, versus the pacing that they want to go for. They're really bad at doing Roche. That would help a lot. Just like, I think that's a solid item for the tempo they want to go for.
This kind of replaces the Maelstrom farming tool, and then the Deso just comes out as your big damage item, yeah. Now I really want to see if he goes for it. Yeah, and then now he's bought that rubber the match. It's definitely Deso into BKB after. It's gonna be cool if it pays off and if he commits to it.
Certainly a very specific timing that he's going for here. And, you know, outside of that, it's not like the game's over if they don't take a big lead necessarily, but obviously when you're going like Midas into Deso, it's not going to be the same pacing, especially versus someone like Animate, who clearly, like, I think they know, like, Yatoro doesn't die this game. They keep the map in a somewhat stable position. They're going to be feeling extremely strong heading to the late game.
Yeah, and Yatoro not falling into that Radiance trap that's been set by plenty of pub players. Going for the Battle Fury after what looks like the Vanguard rush. So we'll disassemble Vanguard into the B Fury a bit later on. And there's, yeah, so many players have got all of their items quick buyed. Noticed Vanguard, phase boots. Oh, sad. He had another ring of health there, and I was looking, thinking maybe a Meteor Hammer. They're just going to go like Vanguard pipe, it looks like, on the Centaur.
A boring lane, Vanguard AM versus Vanguard Centaur. The supports are just gone. Like, yeah. Just, yeah, whatever.
Ench's farming jungle. Mirana's farming jungle.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It is Ench and Mirana, so they're kind of happy about this situation. That both of them can get something. Ooh, Sage. Oh, look at that career. Oh, it was so full, too.
Radiant Obstacle.
Sage even... Yeah, he saw him on the ward, but he couldn't go get it.
Yeah. Now with a coil, attempted hurricane, almost good from Imposhka.
First blood
for Squadix.
Duly noted.
And the Wild Wing gonna get arrowed down in a second.
Is it?
Down the bottom. FNG dying. Tramples there. Final swipe from the Primal Beast. Does get a kill. 1-1. Did the Wild Wing die?
Yes, I'll let you guys know. After a lot of juking left and right, Sage was doing like 360s with the Wild Wing like dancing all over the place, and eventually he threw the arrow, and he did get it.
He was using the juke spot in the Roche pit as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he tried his best.
Trying to fog himself. FNG is going to come mid, refill bottle, but there's a lot of dire heroes here. Squadix with a DD rune going. And just keep your eyes on Mira and Miposhka though. Trying to swing into mid off the back of a tiny combo. Potential to kill the puck there for sure. Law starts it off. Cookie's good. The damage comes. Beautifully executed by TSpirit. That really was wonderful.
Oh,
that's not supposed to happen necessarily for a puck, you know. You're kind of thinking, I'm kind of safe. You know, I'm waiting to do something in the other lanes. I'm going to show up over there. No one's going to come pressure me because it's pointless because I'm puck. That's the best thing you can do as TSpirit. Puck gets a little bit lax there, feeling safe. And now Laurel, top of his team, but there are still 3 Radiant heroes above them. And there he goes. Now he will leapfrog over that puck if she's in the grave.
And it feels like that's the kind of thing that needs to happen for Spirit with their side lanes. No, they're not doing poorly. It's just the Radiant are edging out these little advantages. Oh, Yatoro. Okay, TP's out from that top lane. But this is the tempo that you were mentioning. Nature's Prophet. Level 6, he's already up top, killing tier 1. And you don't have that same kind of move that TSpirit can make.
No, this is, yeah, that is an interesting thing about this, like, Tiny and Animage, because the Tiny's really solid versus the puck, but in terms of, like, tower pressure, not to see that at all. Like, if you have, like, a DK, then you also get countered to the puck, because you have this ability to actually pressure towers.
I'm a big fan of this. Dead. Oh, is he? Yeah. Goes a little bit too deep down bottom. FNG claims his life. Big fan of Tiny's build, though. Phase boots into Blink, the Dark Margot special. We've seen a fair bit of GPK Tiny going for the Treads, Blink, Echo Saber, but I enjoy this so much more when you know that Tiny is the entirety of your first 15 minutes of gameplay. You know, the kill the Ench, whatever. But Lal, he knows that the weight of this game is pretty much on his shoulders.
So much is going to come down to that Blink timing. What he can get done from there, and Collapse just not having a great time. Like, this Clock has been holding the lane for a while, and now Garrett is just back down here. He is starting to get into some bigger damage. 3 points into the trample, a couple points in an onslaught. Yeah, I was doing the map the other day with like target dummy and stuff. Do you know how much damage you can do at like level 8 Primal Beast? Like 1,400. Yeah, it's like 1,400 or 1,500 damage. It is crazy. Like with resistance and like 4 armor.
It's dying though. You can't do damage when you're dead.
Now your treat.
This is even pre-level 6 on FNG. No need for hook shots, just battery assault and the attendance of the Nature's Prophet. Who's going to have his Hand of Midas very shortly.
These Treants have just been owning him all game. It's not just as simple as it being a counter pick, I wouldn't say, with the Clockwerk and the Nature's Prophet. It comes down to, again, the level 1 of FNG was massive. But the constant body blocking here is these coils. I've never seen so many snap coils this early in the game.
Yeah, they're all on supports. Like you've killed Ench twice, now a snap fire. Lal getting stampeded on, and a good call from FNG. Lal has to toss him back, and a tanky Tiny with plenty of one charges. Not too bothered about the aggression that came from VP there. Potential for a kill on FNG, but he killed up the hell there. Well, they can get the job done. Now Collapse arriving. Sayush has no more leaps, so this trample is going to take the Mirana down, especially when the Tiny chucks some pebbles at you.
Oh, FNG underward.
Oh, no. He's trapped inside the cage with a big old dino. That's not where you want to be. And now Puck probably just going to have to orb away, attempting the takedown on Mira's Snapfire.
He could try for this.
He's going. Onslaught dodged by the phase shift. Tramples there. Squadix, another orb's ready, but he's got the Pulverize to finish off the Puck. A double kill for Collapse, recovering his game. And in the meantime, they got to kill top. Lal and Miposhka, they connect with the Ataro's AM to take down Centaur.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, a bit of a crumble here. All from Collapse moving to that mid lane. After, I think this all started when they did that stampede and they tried to go on Tiny. I think trying to pressure Laurel there was a big mistake from Virtus Pro. Like, they had just used the coil. They didn't quite have hookshot yet. There was no way they were going to kill that Tiny.
Yeah, they didn't have that.
All just suffered from there.
They didn't have that Furion with him. And now he comes top into a lane which he can't really push. Just going to have to dip back into the Ancients.
They're scanning the tower right now. Collapse is like, can I please push this now?
Please, let me go forward. I wonder how important these 2 Darobs wards for that play. Like, okay, maybe over eagerness from VP, but the fact that Spirit saw everything behind that mid lane probably made it much easier for them to keep playing in that mid-tier vicinity.
100%. I mean, that's how he hunted on FNG, and that's how he had the knowledge for the chase down after. As Kiritich, what a kill.
That's huge.
Oh, nice.
Take him down. A kill for Yatoro gets him that little closer to Battle Fury. Take out the Ancients as well. I think there's a ward up there, but it's a little deeper.
I might actually get full duration at this point with a minute still left on it here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Just like that. The past couple of minutes, pivotal kind of combo breaker against VP, who were really picking up steam. Now you've delayed the progression of the Nature's Prophet by quite a hefty amount. He's still top of the net worth, but he could be even bigger. Collapse, 5,500 net worth. After not a bad laning stage, but not a great one by any means. Is now more than recovered.
Oh, dude, Notice has no right being alive. That was crazy. He juked. All right, they sent the cookie in for the AM. He blinked, so the cookie keeps chasing and following. Notice sees it coming, jukes back the correct direction, somehow doesn't get stomped by the Centaur. I don't know if that's mostly on his skill and Raposka just messing up for a second there, and then dodges enough kisses to just live. And now he has blink into smoke right now with a hook shot available and green coil. So this is the turnaround kill they need. They need more help though. Oh yeah, there we go.
They've got enough. Wrath of Nature bounced across the entire map, and the blink debut gets them the kill on that Tiny, and immediately onto that tier 1 mid. Maybe now a chance for Collapse to push the tower bottom.
Dire's middle tower.
Your objectives die so quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And FNG still playing down that bottom lane. He was eyeing up an attempt to start things off on Collapse. Bringing Noticed and Sayush down here as well.
Has been denied.
Collapse is pretty...
It's just a Claymore coming out as well for Yatoro. I can see obviously it's the ring of health too, but...
Cookie out, but into the Centaur stomp. And VP, 4 heroes out of the woodwork into that bottom lane. TSpirit the coil onto Mira now as well. Easy setup for the arrow. And a double kill for Squadix. It's a bit of room for Yatoro, like you're saying. He feels a bit behind. He needs that Battle Fury as quickly as possible. So the story of the game for TSpirit is make space for the anti-mage wherever you possibly can.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're just ignoring Miposhka.
Kill the stacks instead.
Have to wait till their spells are back here. The hood now available here for notice though, so linking in and feeling a lot more powerful.
Mirana mech soon as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty nice. Sayush taunts his way around the map, I see. Very good. Got a deep ward, scouting out that dire secret drop down here, as well as anyone who wants to try and pressure bottom. They're going into the towers. Down mid, though.
Oh, FNG blown up by Collapse, but Lol trapped in the Sprout. The explosive nature of VP's lineup, just counteracting TSpirit's moves. Noticed with the hood, surviving through the kisses, impetus shot to landing, but not enough to kill him. And Kiritich with that Deso, already up to a couple of stacks. Feeling good. There's the Nature's Prophet right now. Wherever TSpirit go, you're playing this 4 protect 1 kind of lineup. And there's 5 members of VP defeating you in these situations every time you show. I think that's why now Collapse maybe having an idea to play up top behind the AM. Yatoro, he says, screw that, I'm farming bottom now.
And that's what that ward's for, though. Like, this ward is going to be really important to know if Yatoro is trying to move into their jungle at all.
Trample top of Kiritich. I don't know if he survives this. Collapse will trade his life for the profits.
I think he bought out. So, yeah, I think he just gained a lot of gold doing that. Not bad.
And getting one step closer to BKB. Does give the puck the blink, though, with a cross kill.
Is this a kill?
On the AM. The arrow. Oh, the melee creep tanks it. So unfortunate for VP.
I don't know. Even if they hit the arrow, do you think he dies? Like,
not.
With the hookshot follow-up? Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's got 4-point counter spell.
They need Nature's Prophet there for the physical damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But because of his survival there, Yatoro finishes off his Battle Fury. Just a quick disassemble on the Vanguard away from it. And that's where the real game begins. And really where VP have to put their foot down. There's some actual map control, because currently they've just been reacting to TSpirit's moves. They've not really played forward into top jungle. Haven't had an attempt into enemy ancients. See Yatoro again down bottom, smoking towards him with 3.
Alright, so they need the TP. It is available. They're hoping he comes towards ancients. He is indeed. Alright, here we go.
The game sense.
Oh,
does he know? I think he knows something's up. Mira, he sees the Clockwerk and Lol takes him down. Now it's TSpirit's turn to react. A good idea from VP, but it's one of those things where you can kind of hear the clock ticking in their heads, right? We need to deal with this AM. He's getting too big. He's got his Battle Fury. We need to do something.
He's rebuilt the Vanguard. It has returned.
Oh, really? I guess you're going Abyssal later, so
yeah,
makes sense.
He's trying to stay alive.
Even scanning there. Turns red on Kiritich. Ooh, their Spirit are bringing a number of heroes down here. They're expecting the go on AM again.
I think when they see, I think they Roche.
Where is Tiny? Down bottom?
Yeah, like they see him on the ward.
Okay.
I guess maybe they feel like they're too slow. I don't know. I feel like that could actually be kind of a play here, but...
So yeah, they see 3 bottom. This is where you just want to take a high ground and find a pick, right?
Yeah.
Well, they spotted Collapse. Misses the hook shot, though. And now Collapse knows they're coming. They've got BKB onslaught. He's just going to snap the coil. That allows Notice to get on top. Collapse. BKB's now. Onslaught trample away. Goes for the TP home, and he's fine. That means now no attempt for Roche for VP. And Mira playing with the Mirana in the mid lane. Great cookie into Scatterblast. Keeps Sayush on his toes.
Radiant's bottom tower
lurking.
is under attack.
Doesn't go for it, though. FNG was drawing some wild lines on the map, though. He wanted to do like a massive wraparound, go into their ancients.
I can't help
holding territory.
I can't help but think how different this game would have been if that fight around mid where they stampeded and went a bit too deep on Tiny just hadn't been a play they made, and they took map control, they pressured the AM. Now VP, a lot of work to do, trying to catch up to Mira. Stampede, and the last double edge is there to finish him off, while an attempt on Miposhka. Damage not forthcoming fast enough. FNG missed the hook shot again. Turned around on half health after the Tiny combo. That cuts things short. And again, you know, TSpirit pretty happy just losing a Snapfire if the AM can have another 2-3 minutes uncontested farm time. FNG's pinging Yatoro right now saying, hey guys, we're fighting mid and the AM is just, he's getting huge.
All right, he's coming in again. Got the BKB on the Nature's Prophet, so.
Oh God, it pushed him out.
Quite enough. 3 in the squad. Now Laryl has an echo as well, so the retaliation in terms of like if they spot these movements attempting to try and hunt down Yatoro, there's a big blow up available now from Laryl.
FNG's keeping tabs on them. Spamming out the rocket flare, but Collapse bullying them all the way. Centaur pressuring tier 1. Well, the hook shot finally comes. FNG straight into the midst of them, but Collapse has turned with his BKB up. Lol chucks bone at Kiritich. Prophet, shiny and golden himself, but struggling to actually hit anybody.
Oh, they're crumbling, Gary. They're crumbling big time.
They disengage and now go for the regoose. Back in onto the Prophet. BKB expended. There's the pulverize in with the kisses, and down goes your carry. Chase towards Noticed. Good covering fire from Mira. Needs the Centaur Stomp just to hold back the AM. Arrows there as well, but you've controlled the anti-mage while the rest of his team demolishes you one by one. They're all done. And TSpirit in the driving seat. Looking real hot. 20 minutes into this game now.
Yeah, they need.
It all goes back to that play mid. Like, actually,
it does.
Crazy how much they just lost all their momentum and like their direction and their concepts and ideas of how they were going to play this game went out the window. And then they were just chasing this ghost of anti-mage.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's there. He's over there. He's killing creeps. Now he's over here. He's on the other. Everyone go. Run. They weren't able to just keep the momentum of attacking stationary targets because the anti-mage got too strong. So now they feel like they have to hunt anti-mage. They can't hunt Roche or tier 2s.
Yeah, while they're chasing the AM, it gave time for Collapse to get big. Got his BKB. Tiny didn't really get touched. Lal 4-2 and 4 and heading very quickly into an Aghanim Scepter. It almost feels like an unwinnable game for VP at this point.
Yeah.
They're one of these drafts that's very good at catching someone and potentially killing them. But once they get to that threshold of I am so tanky you need multiple rounds of spells in a fight, right? Dota right now is about that back and forth of waiting for cooldowns, baiting BKBs, expending ultis. If you don't get the second round of initiation in, then it's going to come to a failure as they jump low. Shot, stomp, throw, coil, every spell in the book chucked at him, but there comes TSpirit. The cavalry arrives and collapses unnoticed. AM can't deal with Kiritich, he BKB TPs, but the rest of the squad is cannon fodder as Miposhka and Collapse are on top of Seyush. Another leap remains, trying to dodge out attacks, but Yatoro's there with a double kill. TSpirit now a 3k lead, potential for them to Roche. Just everything available to them. Basically, congrats, you killed Tiny. And then what?
Yeah. And Collapse.
Oh, Kiritich has no BKB.
And he knows.
Where's the rest of the team? I need help. Puck is coming. Collapse into 1v1, but the kisses pulverize. Blast down the Nature's Prophet and trying to go on Squadix there as well. I don't know if Mira saw the puck, but launched a few lava globs towards Squadix.
Also time for his patented double boot build here.
Oh, Yatoro. Notice Blink stomped. Yatoro dodges with a Manta.
Good.
Very skilled.
All right, well, upside, Larrow's going for the eggs instead of the BKB on the earlier end. Thought maybe he might just because, like, how much damage Collapse is doing and how... Like, he's kind of the more vulnerable one in the fights, but they also don't really have the damage to chew through him. So, he's fairly safe with the Agnums, I would say. But maybe that gives them an opportunity. They could, like, get a kill onto him and perhaps make their way towards Roche or something.
Look at that swap over there. Kiritich leading the entire game until, what, 20 odd minutes in. Swing back for the AM now, top of the net worth. He's going to have Basher in a second.
Yeah, and that safety of Kiritich goes out the window.
And Direward top sees Kiritich and Seyush both lurking up there. A long line drawn across the map from Yatoro saying, just hold the river. Let me do a bit of farming back in the Ancients. I can think about split pushing elsewhere as well. Give the AM all that safe farm on the inside of the map. Get the pattern going. The farming algorithm has been activated.
It's the good dude.
And Neposhka just going to die to 4 members of VP down in the bottom jungle. And a good hook shot from FNG.
Nice.
Allowing the arrow to land.
Under attack.
Kiritich with a forward TP claims the 2 support kills for Virtus Pro. But another question raised of what next? Can't push a tower, can't Roshan. This is just respite from the aggression from TSpirit. You can breathe for a few seconds. Before you know they're coming back straight towards you.
This ward up here, Laurel.
Radiant
Sees Kiritich. He's having some thoughts about this one, but there's also a Radiant ward that spots Laurel now, so Kiritich will know if he makes a rotation back over. They are going to smoke. That could have been seen if they were paying attention, but it wasn't super obvious. I don't think Kiritich is paying attention.
Yeah, he doesn't know this is coming. Kiritich, the ping.
All right, he has BKB.
I feel something's coming. FNG, the target of choice. Try and blow up the Clockwerk. An easy one for Lal.
О, неплохо для старика.
Steal out the Ancients and now control over Radiant Triangle. Control over Roshan.
I guess I'm saying he has BKB, like that's gonna help versus Tree Volley. Like, we're past that point, huh? You know?
Collapse just onslaughting towards anybody he can see. Kiritich does have a fair amount of backup here, though.
Dire's bottom
And as we so often see with Centaurs, this Vanguard Hood Blink build has stalled completely. Not really progressing too quickly forward. 10k net worth for him. Trying to get a heart next to tank up against this ridiculous amount of damage. But now you're going to be looking at an anti-mage with Aegis. Yatoro, he's online. He's ready.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Feels like they're making their way towards the uber late game, where they're just thinking, okay, well, our only hope is to split push like crazy with Puck, Nature's Prophet, and Mirana, and hope that we can cut enough waves that we drag this out to like level 25 Puck. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Well, I just love the fact Yatoro farms the entire wave while FNG's stuck in the cogs dealing with the tree volley.
Are fortified.
I knew he was dead.
Structures are fortified.
Neposhka gets the ward down.
Certainly see the Centaur. Has to stampede. Get a bit of a gap here away from TSpirit. Lal has the avalanche tree volley into the Centaur. Demolish him. The AM hunting top as well. He knows the Squadix just orbed. Oh, there's Moonlight Shadow. A bit of safety for the Puck, at least for a few more seconds.
Run away.
Kiritich is even TPing up here, but
All
Dark sees it all
ward.
coming.
Yeah.
Yatoro can't catch the Puck. Kiritich in the Shadow Blade invis gets away, but Yatoro maybe has a read on Squadix. Not going to find him. A little nook in the trees. Gives the safety to the Puck. Squadix just going to stay up there, maybe cut the next wave. Yeah, difficult game for VP. The lead just getting bigger for TSpirit. And you really worry about the damage output available to these Radiant heroes. Again, very good at stunning, disabling, catching a hero. But in these long, drawn-out, getting bogged down in a fight that lasts more than 15 seconds, VP get outgunned completely.
All right, just break the anti-mage, guys. Silver Edge anti-mage, we have a chance.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Oh, that was a nice play.
Squadix, good coil.
Radiant's
Lal is still
turret
hunting
has
for him,
been
though.
killed.
Avalanche toss in a sack. Ooh, doesn't quite find it. Blink ready now. He's waiting for the orb jaunt, and there's the move from Lal. Good patience from the Tiny.
I think he kind of got checkmated because of the haste rune, huh?
That's
made it a little bit tough for the escape.
Is under attack.
And Yatoro just walking towards opponents. However,
First hit. He doesn't even play. Just goes immediately for the active.
yeah, go for that abyssal. What's the active? Oh, overwhelm. Active
Yeah,
from
yes,
Abyssal
of
Blade.
course.
Yes, yes. What's the active from Diffusal Blade, Trent?
Inhibit.
Yes, we know that because it's no longer purge, and we had to learn the new one.
Radiant's middle tower.
That's right, I used to know them all. Grease's Mend, I know that one. What's Force Staff? I actually don't know. Is it just push? Probably just push.
Radiant's
Force,
middle
of course. It's
tower
called
has
Force.
fallen.
What else? Yeah. Tome is Enlighten. I always know that one.
Oh, that's cool.
That's about the end of my knowledge, though.
Like this barrier, like pipe and hood are both barrier.
Probably.
Yeah. Abilities. Holy Locket, active energy charge.
Of course.
Eon Disc, active combo breaker.
I was gonna say, I think the Holy Locket is just the same as Magic Wand, right? Because it's also energy charge.
Oh, is it?
It's just the
yeah, you're right.
build up. I guess it makes
Radiant's
sense.
bottom
Didn't know
tower
that.
is under attack.
It should be like Holy Charge, you know? Should give it something special.
Divine Intervention.
Invisibility.
Boom. There you go.
Pop a bit of heal on them.
Oh, this game has been trending
Radiant's
downward for
bottom
Virtus
tower
Pro.
is
I'm
under
sorry.
attack.
One more before we round up this conversation. Revenant's Brooch, your favorite item. What's the active on that?
Oh, I got nothing.
Team Spirit on the run. Fight
Radiant's
ends.
bottom tower
Pushing bottom.
is under attack.
Wait, I had it clicked a second ago. Where's it gone? Phantom Province. Phantom
Wow.
Province. I don't know what that means, but cool.
Lock that away for your next
Radiant's
Dota 2
bottom
trivia
tower
night,
is under
everybody, because that one's coming out for sure. That's the bonus round question.
Phantom Province. Dear Lord. Just a bit of PP for my big old item. Lol, tossing around the centaur. Oh, he doesn't plan the tree volley on him. But Yatoro, he's
Radiant's
killing off
bottom tower
buildings.
has fallen.
Nothing. Yeah, he sure does. Double damage basically. He just jumps on Kiritich. Nearly finishes him off, forces an early BKB. And Yatoro is still full health with the rest of the team behind him. Jumps forward again. Yatoro and Lull playing aggressively. Two-man stomp into arrow combo. FNG's in with a hook shot as well. They'll kill off the Tiny, but in comes Collapse. Big man avoided and they're all dead now. VP in some serious trouble. And they are herded back into their fountain like scared little
Radiant's
sheep.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Team Spirit breaking your base down, one puff at a time.
I'm just surprised he didn't dive into the well with that butterfly. You know, I kind of thought that was the whole point of buying it this game. Yeah, thanks.
That can't be touched.
Radiant's middle
Anti-mage.
tower has
What have
fallen.
you found? Little punk.
Radiant's middle
Nice
barracks
attempted onslaught, not quite gonna hit the mark. They've got even more mobility to catch up to Squadex. The cookie, the vodka cones, and then the pulverize for the finishing touch.
tower is under
It
attack.
feels like now Kiritich and Squadex not buying back, they're close to calling it.
I hope at least one of you out there queued up into a Primal Beast game because of this. Because every time I watch Collapse, this hero looks like so much fun whenever he plays it.
Get the itch.
I do. Like, just seeing it is just like, it reminds me of just like when you first start playing Dota and you find out what Spirit Breaker does. And you're like, wait, he just charges at them? Oh, the big stomp.
Huge. Monumental initiation from Noticed. But where's the damage? When AM does drop to half HP, Yatoro blinks away. Rest of Spirit collapses in. Deep dive onto Kiritich with his BKB going. Nearly finishes the job. A few more hits will take him down. As Noticed, a trade on the Primal Beast is decent. But you have no Nature's Prophet for 90 seconds. Your base is in disarray. And one lane separates Team Spirit from the Mega Creeps now.
You ready?
Well, it's an FNG team, so they're not going to call early GG. They'll wait for one more team fight.
He might need a patch. He needs an update on that strat, I think.
Radiant's top
Let that one go, maybe. The Megas are here.
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah.
That was the fight. A blink from Centaur ends it.
now have Mega.
I started out well from Virtus Pro. The first, what, say 10 minutes looked pretty decent. And then that really, like, we come back.